sticks out about the first matchup at Georgia?
Man, for me, man, just the defense, really. From our perspective, we played great defense the first, 10, 12 minutes. They scored like 8 points in the first 10, 12 minutes. And so I was excited for that. But, I mean, Georgia has obviously the Bulldogs. They have a dog in them to where they're not just going to lay down when they're down. They're going to try to get back in the games. They're very physical, and they rebound really, really well. But they just have a tenacity about them that really every team has. You see, we win close games in the SEC, but every team has that tenacity, especially with this being a rivalry per se. That's what they have. They have that tenacity. That's what stood out to me.
You got to play against teams like Georgia and Arkansas, where teams that beating Auburn could get them in the tournament or just mean everything for those teams. How much more competitive and challenging does it make these games?
Yeah, I mean, every game is challenging, but what we have in the locker room is we're competing for a championship. If we drop one of these games, we shoot ourselves in the foot per se for a championship in the SEC championship. And so these games might even mean a lot to these other teams, but they mean just as much as for us. And so I mean, it's tough playing against teams that have extra motivation, like, hey, our postseason depends on this, but a ring depends on it for us. And so, yeah.
What sticks out about playing Ace and Neal for them up front, and how much does it help that y'all are going to have Janai out there as well to deal with it?
I think there's a great offensive rebounder. He's very skilled. He's capable from three. He's a tougher recoverer than most freshmen in the country. He's a really tough cover, especially him being 6'11", and so he's a great offensive rebounder. He averages like 5 a game, and so obviously we have that scouted out. But he's tough kid, high motor, and yeah, he's pretty skilled.
How do you feel about this potentially being your last one against Georgia?
I mean, it's cool, I guess. I'm more like looking at the road games as like, man, it's my last time playing here.
Right.
So I was just thankful to God that we beat Alabama and Georgia. My last time ever playing there, so I went out, on top. Regardless of what my record is in those places, like, I went out on top. And so that's kind of what I look at home. I don't really think like, oh man, this is my last time playing them, but I definitely have that kind of perspective on the road. So yeah, it is kind of hit me though that my last 5 regular season games at Auburn, it just hit me. It hit me last night and it hit me this morning. So just crazy to think about. I'm guaranteed 7 more games in Auburn jersey, so it's just tough to think about, but it's fun. So.
Dylan, what has SEMO done for you guys in the starting group?
Yeah.
Chad was telling us that it was sort of his own decision. Hey, just keep him in there. He's been starting well with you guys. And conversely, what does Chad do? Kind of bringing that firepower off the bench.
Man, I think it just adds more balance. We got a huge advantage when we have either guy on the court. We're deep at every position, but SEMO just adds that tenacity and that defense, that most people just don't have. And he's very unselfish. He makes winning plays all the time, and he's one of those guys where he's ready when his name is called. You see, he's shooting more threes and he's making more threes, and so I'm just happy he's starting. For me, I love Chad. I love when Chad starts, but I think having Chad come off the bench helps our bench a whole lot. It helps our bench a whole lot, and we kind of needed that. And so I just think it adds more depth and more difficulty to the scouting report. But SEMO just does so much with his defense and his rebounding and his ability to shoot the 3.
We hear in practice, talk like SEMO when they're out there on defense. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
To me, it's overrated. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know how he got the talk like SEMO thing. I mean, look, all I'm saying is that there's some favoritism going around, and I think I should be in the category of talk like Dill, but I don't know. But no, SEMO's a great team leader, and he does talk a whole lot. He communicates his actions, and with him talking so much, it allows other guys to be more confident on the court in their positioning. And so we kind of have this MO of like, hey, talk like SEMO, because if you're not talking like SEMO, then you're probably in the wrong spot. And he's a great leader, great communicator, and obviously I've been with him for 5 years, so I love SEMO to death.